Hi everyone, it's Fred here from Hillians Bricks and welcome to part 3 of my progress here on my Bricklink store in my new unit. We are Tuesday, which I think is the 28th of May, and if you haven't watched the last two videos, make sure you go check those out. But here's my latest progress. I've built a few more Kallax units along the other wall now, so this is what it looks like, the unit. Obviously still a bit mess. One thing I found here, this wall here, the actual floor underneath is not very flat, so I'm going to have to try and resolve that because it's wobbly. So I need to have a look at if we can level that floor out somehow. I've got two more Kallax units and I've got another one at home that I'll bring, but that will eventually go vertically on this wall here, so they should fit there. It's been raining today as well, and the humidity level is definitely higher in here, so my dehumidifiers here, and the last few days when it's been dry, it was around 50% humidity in here. Today when I turned it on, it was over 80%. So yeah, so with that in mind, I've done this corner. That worked really well. The mold has disappeared. I washed it off, all good. That's the only one I treated today because the bleach is quite strong and I don't want to be overwhelmed with fumes whilst I'm working in here. I then discovered that this, well, I knew it was here, but I kind of had it hidden. There's some more there. I haven't treated that yet, so that's work for tomorrow. And I haven't continued doing that yet either. So that's more work for later this week. The next stage as well is to start ordering some wood. And yeah, get ready for some shambolic DIY skills by Fred here, because I am not a DIY person. I'm okay putting IKEA units together, but when it comes to creating my own stuff in woodwork, this should get quite entertaining potentially. So that is going to be the next phase of what I need to do. I'm not going to worry about those two Kallax units for now. Need to clear up that mess, take that to the tip. But yeah, then start looking at putting this stuff together. I've also looked at some, what's it called, Rayco drawers. To my surprise, I actually don't have 44 drawer Rayco units, and they are the most economical ones. So the ones I have at home are 28 and 60s, and I've got 11 of each, and I've got two that are 19s as well. So I have to kind of reconsider the plan. Just I measured the height as well that I have to the ceiling from the tables. It's 1 meter 60, so that should be no problem. I'm probably going to do just a meter high, and then I might actually put the woodwork a bit more if I want to put another unit on. I might put my my 28s on top of that because they're only 30 centimeters high, so it'll be 1 meter 30 on top of this. So overall in 2 meters I could reach. You know, we might be able to get some step ladders in here if the wife comes and works in here eventually. But yeah, that's my update for today. Oh, sorry, I've got my finger on the camera. But yeah, let's see what the next few days brings, eh? Hello, another day, and it's Thursday evening. It's raining quite hard actually outside, and I've been to B&Q yesterday, but I haven't done anything with it yet. So I bought these planks of wood. They are 34 mil by 34, so they're like square blocks, and they are 2 meters 40 long. And I'm going to be using that as a frame to start the backing for my what's it called, my Rayco drawer. So I've built a frame. I'm not the best with DIY, I must admit, but I built this frame here so far that you can see on the floor. So that end there, that's going to be on the floor supporting it, and then I've got the big gap there is obviously the height of the Kallax units, and then the other gaps in between them are the measured height of the Rayco drawers, so they should fit in really nicely when I just want to, I'm not going to completely screw them in, but I'm kind of going to hook them on so that at least they got some sort of stability when I stack them. I'm only going to stack them 2 high, potentially a 3rd high with a smaller Rayco drawer, but for the moment I'm only accounting for 2, I think they're the 44 drawers high. But yeah, we'll see how that goes in a minute. I will also create a base for actually to sit onto the Kallax units, so, and it will be connected to this base as well. So not sure that's the best way of doing it, but that's how I'm doing it. So let's see how that goes. All right then, after a lot of faffing around, I'm quite pleased with the results so far. So this is what it looks like. I run out of wood, but this is the trial, and you can see it fits nicely. This is the ideal height for 44, and then once that's done, that's the ideal height again for the next one on top of it. Yeah, I'm gonna have them raised off the desk, obviously, but then that's okay. Nothing is gonna go underneath it. At least I hope so. I just need to create another one of these things on the other side so we can have both sides. But I think that'd be a good support system for putting my Rayco drawers. Obviously, I'm gonna then screw them all into these wooden things. It's not gonna be a cheap solution because one pack of 4 of those things at B&Q is like 30 odd quid, I think. I think it's something like that. I got plenty of screws, that's not a problem. But let me calculate how many I'm gonna need. So I've got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no. Probably about 10 I'm gonna need. So 10 actually of these, so it's times 2, because these were 2 packs, so 20. Jesus, it's gonna be like 600 quid just of wood. That's not gonna be cheap, but it's gonna work, and that's the main thing. And I want it to be stable and strong, just so we have the backbone of our structure set up. I don't want to have any drawers falling down or anything like that. Might even use some tape at the back of it. I was thinking of putting some wooden sheets, but I'm not gonna bother with that. I think that's why I did the calculation of the height, but I think this is it's looking promising. I'm quite pleased with the results so far. All right, I'm in B&Q here getting some woodwork, and if people wonder which ones I'm getting here with the mail, by the way. Hello. We're getting these ones, 34 by 34. We are getting
millimeters.
12 packs of 4, and they are not cheap, just so you can have a look.
31.88.
So there's the price. That's the one we're getting. I've already got 2 packs. That was to build the first thing. I bought another 12. I got a feeling I will need more, but we'll start off with that. So as you can see, it's not a cheap operation to get that going. But yeah, let's go pay for this. We got a van ready for this weekend. Load it in the van and off to the storage unit. So I'm back in my unit now. Bought all those things. That was 382 quid for, I think it was 12 of those packs. So quite an expensive operation. So I started putting some more of the frames together. Rather than the frames for putting stuff on, I'm gonna focus on the back frames first, and then we'll see where we go. So I've put 2 more frames up. I'm getting better at it. So we've got that wall is coming along nicely. I'm just measuring to see where it goes, and that actually, you know, if I put 3 of those units, 3 of these frames, which are 2 meters 40, each one obviously a bit wider because of the thickness of the wood, so it's about 246. But that literally 3, 4, 5, that's the same as 5 of these Kallax units on the side. So it works out really well dimensionally. So very pleased with that. Just got to think about the lighting, obviously that's there. Need to think about how I'm going to do that. But my thought is of putting some lights at the top. So you can see here, this is theoretically where I'm going to be the highest point. So I've got some space above that. I might put some LED lights. I might put some strips on the roof. I haven't decided yet. I definitely need more light on the other side, because that's not really bright at all. It's quite dark. If you look at the entrance over there, that's a really dark space. But yeah, I've treated some more of the mold in the corner. So I did some more today, and let's have a look. It's a bit dark here now, but that mold is practically gone. So there's very little left. The last bit to do is the hard bit. I haven't really treated that yet. So that's maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow we're Saturday. I've got my van I need to fill up for Colchester Brick Festival. Oh no, National Brick Event, so I'll be there. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. I'm soon going to get to the point where I'm going to be able to order some of the Rayco drawers. And then hopefully I've actually measured it all correctly so that the dimensions are okay. I probably have some splinters as well, wouldn't be surprised. I've realized I haven't got any 44 Rayco drawers, so I'm purely going off the dimensions that are on the website. If it's wrong, I might just have to do some tweaks here there with the wood, but I can fix that. But I'm really pleased with how things are coming along at the moment. So yeah, let's see if it continues, and hoping by the end of June I should be back open. I need to still get my phone line, that hasn't been sorted yet, so I'm getting a bit annoyed about that. Hey everyone, it's another day here at the storage unit, and I've kind of finished the back wall with a lot of the woodwork. So as you can see, I've actually done this little corner here as well. It's a bit of a shorter, but it kind of lines up nicely with the Kallax. The one thing I have realized is that this gap here is probably too short. It probably needs to be a bit higher. We'll figure that out when we get some drawer units. I ordered 2 pallets, so 68 of them that are coming. That's gonna need a lot more, but that's not a cheap operation. As you can see, I've started putting some of the base over there. I'm gonna focus on this wall first here, you can see. I've also created another wooden frame here for the middle. I'm gonna create another little one there. And then I've got the wooden frame here still under construction. That was my first trial one. I'm running out of wood. I have decided to leave this one for a while because it's a costly operation and I wanna make sure that I start to make a bit more money soon before then I run out of money. So when I get the units, I'm gonna start see how it goes. The mold is pretty much almost all gone. So very pleased. There's a little bit left. I need to do a little bit of treatment. I've also kind of drilled these here into the wall just to make sure that the structure is stable. So yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with how it's looking so far. Next is when the drawers come, and then a bit more woodwork in the middle that I need to do. And let's see how far that takes me in terms of Rayco units that I need, and then start getting a table here. Still haven't got a phone line. I'm getting really annoyed about it now because I can't really operate without a phone line in here because I need the internet. And then, yeah, once I've got that, I can start to think about moving some stuff across. But yeah, good progress being made again. Another day that we're here in our new unit. Some updates. I managed to finalize all the base here along the wall. I've ordered some Kallax units. We'll see how that goes when they arrive. That mold is pretty much cleared. Just probably needs another spray afterwards and then we're good. I also ordered some LED strips to put on the roof, kind of lights, and as you see I've got a plug there, so that's really helpful. I will be disconnecting these lights because they're going to be behind, so I need some other lights. I've also finished, well, not finished, but the frame of the woodwork here on this side. I've measured it so that you see there's actually a little gap, but I've measured that this should be about 12 units should fit in here. Obviously it's going to be 24 on each side, double stack them, and I've done the same on this side. I haven't done the back wall yet. I did get some more wood, but I'm going to wait for the back wall. Once I fill all this is going to already set me back quite a few thousands of pounds in Kallax, not in Kallax, in Rayco drawers. All I need to do now to finish off this woodwork before I continue is literally just put the base here for where the Kallax units will rest on, just like I've done over there. Obviously I have to do it two-sided because this is going to go both sides. I've done one there, that was my trial one, and I got to do another one there. But yeah, that's taking shape. So yeah, pleased with that. Also, as we're now Friday, I forgot what date it is, 7th of June. I had a bit of a rant to my landlord yesterday, including the estate agency, saying what's happening because I still haven't got a phone line. You're not responding to my emails. It's just unacceptable. Fortunately, the estate agency contacted me straight away and I got a response, and I'm still waiting to see. They said they were going to contact BT today, but still haven't heard anything yet. But the one good thing is that now I've got actually 24/7 access to this unit. They give me a fob because I can actually access the unit whenever I want, but there's a front gate to the whole industrial park that shuts in the evening. And if I haven't got the fob to get in, I can't actually get into the industrial estate. But now that I have that, I can even come in on Sunday. So I could make some good progress once I got the Kallax unit. I keep saying Kallax, I seem obsessed with Kallax. Once I've got my Rayco drawers, that will be the next stage. Tomorrow the LED should arrive, so we're gonna work on that and finish off this woodwork. And then I gotta start thinking about tables, and hopefully the internet should be coming soon so I can actually start taking orders and start transitioning. But yeah, I'm pleased with how things are progressing now. All right, we are Saturday evening, and a bit of good news is I got a key fob for the access to the site 24/7, and I tested it because I know where the front gate was shut, and I haven't been fobbed off. The fob worked and the main gate opened, so I now got 24/7 access to this site, which is great. I also got these from Amazon because you see the lights out on the wall, they're going to disappear eventually, so I need some lighting probably along the roof here. I'm just going to lay it out. This is 30 meters LED strips, and hopefully that brings some light. Handy is that I've got a power socket up there. I'm going to test it first and then we'll see how it goes. Yeah, but more progress being made tonight. All right, I've put the LED lights up and I realized they're not strong enough. I think these are going to be just more atmospheric lights, shall we say. But I've put them just under where the, what's it called? The Rayco units are going to go. So you're not really going to see these lights once they're up, but I just want to show you what it looks like now. So you can see there's some strips along the wall there. Don't see, you're not going to really see them apart from here, maybe at the edge here. But yeah, I can create them in the different lights, different colors. They can actually go with music as well if I wanted to. But I need to think about the light situation in this room. Clearly now as I'm filming, I've turned off the main light to see how much light there is. Surprisingly on the camera it looks okay, but I tell you, it's too dark to work in here like this. So I need to think about the light situation, especially on that wall over there. That wall is pretty dark. We got a light here up here, so that's okay. This is where the main desk is going to be to work as well. But yeah, down the aisles and stuff, I need to think about it. We are Sunday evening, and actually the base for all the woodwork here on the middle frames is now done. So you can see you've got the bases all lined up. I might put some bases here and have some of my existing units kind of going along here at the end, just a single wide, because I think that will kind of nicely cover this. So just have one there and then one of the same there. But I will not do that just yet. I'm just waiting now for the wooden frame, the Rayco units to arrive to start putting it up. I need to start thinking about desk space as well, moving these things around again. But I'm pleased with how things are progressing. I need to clear up all the mess. That's a job for tomorrow. You can see all that thing there. I'm gonna go to the tip. I've got a bit of wood left, so that's there, and then 4 of them, which actually will be enough to build these things here at the end for the last frames that I'm going to create. Again, I haven't decided what to do with this wall. The problem with this wall here is that the floor is quite uneven as well. You can't really see it, but it is quite uneven. I need to sort it. It's also pretty dark here, so I need to think about lighting. Anyone has some lighting solutions, please leave them in the comment section below. That would be very much appreciated. But yeah, progress is being made. Hopefully we'll get the phone line sorted this week as well. Need to still think about the lights, but I'm hopeful that by the end of the month I will have everything, well, nearly everything moved in here. So fingers crossed. We are Tuesday the 18th, and 2 pallets of Rayco drawers have arrived. It's about 68 of them here, or 64 I think. Oh no, there's 68 I think. It's 34 on each pallet. So yeah, let's start unwrapping this. Right, first of all, apologies for the noise in the background, it's next door, but I've unloaded 1 pallet so far. I want to show you how much is actually covered so far in my room, so let's switch around. So I've put them on, they haven't been locked in yet or anything. I mean, I haven't screwed them in yet, but this is what it looks like, the first layer. Clearly I need to add a second layer, and these are 34 of them so far. As you see, I got a lot more space to fill, but I'm going to start with my first order. So yeah, there we go. We are a few hours late now. It's evening here on Tuesday, and I've actually fixed the bottom ones, but the top ones haven't been fixed yet, apart from the top 4 here. The rest haven't been fixed, but had to keep a gap there because of the light. Don't know yet what I'm going to do with that. That's how it's starting to look. Got another gap there at the other end, and this is what it's looking like so far. So these are 68 drawers that I've got in. I'm probably going to put some small ones on the top there as well. Problem is that they've actually changed some of the size that I've already got, so I can't get the same ones that I've already got, so I'm going to have to work that out. And then I got some space there on the top as well. Clearly I still have to get more units for the back side here, 2 layers, and then 2 layers here on both sides as well. I'm not decided what I'm going to do here with this side. A bit of a mess, so I'm starting to contemplate on moving these units vertically and not bother with the drawers, but then have similar trays in them. Yeah, the reason why is this floor is very uneven here compared to the rest of the unit, so it's a bit difficult to build the wood and get some stability. Open for suggestions, but yeah, my thought at the moment is to start moving these vertical and create a bit more space that way, but I'll see how that goes. So I've now screwed all of these units to the wall. I need to put some more units at the top. I need to order them. But some people have mentioned on the chat, you know, I don't envy you printing labels and everything like that. Well, I'm not going to be printing labels. On Amazon, you can get these ones, for example. These are packs and they are pre-numbered from 0 to 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 2,000, 3,000. I've got more of them, and I've got all the way up to about 8,000. So that should keep me sweet for a while. But yeah, they're about, all those 3 packs are about 50 quid, 55 quid, I believe it was. You know, for the sake of time of creating every single label, buying the blank labels as well. At least I know these are all going to be uniform. I've used them before, and I think I'll be starting to stick a few of here, but then need to start getting more of those things on the top to make sure that my numbers are adding up in the right order. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. By the way, I still haven't got any internet connection here, which is really annoying. I'm back here another day, and yesterday I tried this dongle for Wi-Fi because I can't keep waiting for my landlord, and it didn't work. But I bought something else from Amazon, which is this Huawei, whatever it's called, and it's kind of like a mobile, like router kind of thing. And I also got like an aerial with it. At the moment I just put it up there just to kind of see if it works. And I'm pleased to report that it's getting some decent speed, because over there I got no signal whatsoever where my desk will be. But here I got some decent signal. I can connect my laptop to it. And I think until I've got a phone line in here, I think that's going to have to do, because I can get onto Bricklink, I get onto Brick Owl, Brick Freedom, which are the main things, and I get onto the Royal Mail, and that's really all I need when I'm going to be in here anyway. So for me, that's going to be a stopgap solution that I'm going to have until I got a phone line in here. But yeah, at least that means I can progress, and I'm quite happy with that. I've ordered some more units to go on the top of that. My plan is to, here, as you can see, this back wall, is to finish this wall first. Then on Monday, I'm going to have the tables coming in, and then I'm going to start moving some of my stock over. I think I want to start with my store first, just having this wall, because this is going to have like 3,000 drawers, and I currently only have about 1,000 in my Lego room. So I'm going to fill that first before I then complete all the other bits, because, you know, cash flow and all that, I got to make sure that I manage it accordingly and make sure that I grow responsibly as well, because I've got a lot of other things to pay for as well. But yeah, these drawer units are not cheap, and when you order like 60 odd at a go, it quickly eats into your cash. But yeah, I need to sell a bit of Lego, and hopefully with increasing my store size, that will really help. Right, as you can see, I'm making steady progress in my storage unit, well, my new Bricklink store. I am expecting some more drawers tomorrow, which is Friday, although it is the Brighton Brick Show this weekend, so I probably won't be able to do much progress. Still not have a phone line, but I'm pleased that now I have this mobile router. At least it means I can start going. I can go into Royal Mail, I can go into Bricklink, Brick Owl, Brick Freedom. So for me, that will allow me to pick. So my next steps are, on Monday, I'm going to get the workbenches. Tomorrow, I'm getting the other drawers to finish that one back wall. So that one back wall is going to easily allow me just to move everything that I have in here into my new place. And then I think I will eventually start to trade, reopen, probably going to be early July, I think, because I want to do kind of a stock take to make sense check everything is okay and move everything. I've got to label a lot of these drawers, and the fact that I've got about 1,000 drawers here in my room now, and I'm going to have on that one wall already 3,000, means I can clear some of the backlog that I have. I've got a lot of bags of Lego to part out, so I'm going to start adding a lot more stuff to it. And then as the money gets generated from sales, I will gradually expand and, you know, fill all those other walls as well with more what's it called, Rayco drawers over time. But keep building that capacity in the space. I would expect that by the end of the year, I should have it all fully up and running in terms of the capacity should be there. It doesn't necessarily mean it's all going to be used. It depends on the deals, what sort of sets that I'm going to be parting out, but it means I'm going to be very busy in the last part of the year. It'll be interesting to see what sort of uplift it will generate in terms of orders. At the moment, I was only getting about 2-3 orders a day max. I don't think it's going to be much initially because it's going to have to wait until I start to upload. But the more I'll start to part out, which I will be doing, I'm hoping that it will start to drive more sales, because that's ultimately what we're after. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. There's going to be another part 4 when I've done everything and moved everything across. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this one, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.